Hi folks, welcome to another edition of On the Bench, brought to you by the Luthier's Lair, in association with Gary Denyer Custom Bases. Anyway, yeah. Well, all that out of the way, on the bench today, I have my very first production prototype of the Gazzbass Scarab Series 1. Okay, it's on the bench and it's been hanging up for a long time, and you know, it needs to go to somebody. So there's a lot of modifications I want to make to this to get it to the final production spec that I made, and that I've sold 8 Scarabs so far, and I just wanted to get it into proper production shape. This is a prototype, like I said. These are just pickups that I found lying in a skep. This bridge that I found lying in a skep, and these are nice abalone top knobs, very nice. The circuit is the same, the necks, beautiful, maple on maple, black dot inlays, and silver, there you go, see, silver hardware on the headstock, or chrome we should say chrome. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it apart completely. I'm going to reshape the body at the back. Now, I have binding on the front. The initial idea was to put binding on it. What a pain in the ass that is. I don't like binding really on the body. You know, I thought it would look nice, and it does look nice, but it's just, don't know, makes it, anyway. So that's staying on, but it's going to get shaped a little better. Now, there's no comfort carve in the top part of the body there because it has binding. But even worse, if I turn that over, there's no belly carve. That's annoying. So I'm taking it all apart, sanding it all down. I'm going to keep the natural oak, and this was finished in tung oil, which is beautiful satin finish. I'm going to take that down and decide whether to finish it again in tung oil or maybe put a 2K on it, but it needs the belly carve because it gets really sore to play if you're playing it up higher. If you're playing it down at your feet like Flea does or Cliff Burton or any of these guys, then it's fine, you know, fine. Unless you have a belly that goes down to your knees, then it's uncomfortable. So I'm going to put a belly carve in it. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, let's get into the next shot where I'll show you the major upgrade that this bass is getting. Hey folks, and here's the major upgrade I was talking about. Seymour Duncan SMB-4As. 4As for 4-string basses, and they're kind of Musicman Stingray pickups with some extra. Oh my god, they're awesome! So that's some total about $200 right there. They're going in there, right? Oh yes, they are. Oh, believe it, they are going in there. Okay, so that's the major upgrade. The circuit is the original Scarab circuit that I designed. I'm keeping it, and I think because I love the sound, and of course my original prototype production Scarab had this nice insignia in it, This is epoxy resined in steampunk scarab. Piece of metal actually. That I was able to acquire. That needs polished up a bit, and the ring does need polished up, sanded a bit, and I'll be doing that to it. But it's all got to come apart, all of it, and it's solid oak. I mean, it weighs about, I think this weighs about 9.5 pounds. It's not as heavy as my JD Supernatural Classic, which is like 11 pounds, you know. But yeah, so I think we'll be okay with that. Yeah. So we'll put the Seymours in there, and then my own personal Scarab Series one, I have the Seymours in there. That's when I really started to ramp up production on the Series 1. I made my own personal one first, and I picked the Seymours. I tried Bartolini's, and I tried Wilkinson, I think, yeah, other brands, but I settled on the Seymours. I just liked the tone better. It was a personal thing, but I think they do the job and they deliver the goods. They're not inexpensive, but this base deserves something really good. So this is going to get taken apart. I have my kit box here. I always just save these sort of Amazon type cardboard boxes just for storing kit, and they'll go into baggies, and I always keep baggies, and I buy baggies and stuff like that just to keep all the bits and pieces in, and we'll go to work and we'll make this for sale after for Christmas. This is going to be for sale. It's going to go to somebody, I hope. Yeah, so everything came out great. Battery box, everything. Turn this over and see, neck came off, nice. 0002, as you can see there, which means, you know, I built one Scarab, which was completely experimental, and this one is 0002. Also signed it. What an egomaniac. Anyway, so yeah, so let's put this back there. Thanks everyone. And we're going to zoom in here now. If I remember where the zoom function is, there it is. So I took out the battery box. There's the preamp there. I got designed. It was similar to another design. I can go into that story later. But the pickups are wired series parallel switches in here, so I'm just going to replace the switches. I don't need these anymore. I'm going to leave plenty. And I'm using scissors, you know, that's how brutal this is. I'm just going to cut them. Now I can take the pickups out and the switches, but I'm going to keep the electronics. I'm going to inspect them and test them to see if they're still within tolerance. I believe they will be, because the spec hasn't changed. And we'll get to it. Great fun. Yes, well, all taken apart, everything done. This is the most durable crap I have ever met. I tried to pick it off, I can't, so I'll probably just leave it there. It's a conductive tape for the bridge wire to the common chassis. And here's one of my Seymours. Some Duncans, yes. It's lovely. Look at the back of that. It's beautiful. Oh, it's a work of art. It really is. Now I'm going to check for pocket size. I did route it way back in the day. It's standard. Just going to join the wires together and feed it through the pickup wire hole that I made. Sorry about this. It's probably going to go. No, it's not out of shot. That's cool. See if it fits. Aha, nearly. Et voila. Yeah, it does. Et voila. And look how low profile Seymour's are compared to the bricks that I had in it before. So yeah, so foam's going to go in there and some springs, and we'll be good, because that is like below. Look, can't even see it. That's awesome. God, that was good, eh? Shake and bake. He shakes, he bakes, he scores. Davy Hopwell, you're a dwarf. And guess what that was from? So, anyway, these are much lower profile. Actually, I should bring out the bricks that I actually took out of this and show you the difference. There's the Seymour Duncans. Here was generics I just picked up because I was trying out some designs. Look at the thickness difference. I mean, my God. Look at the thickness difference. It's at least 1/8 of an inch, which is a lot in guitar parlance, you know. So that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. Just means that I won't be putting you know, a lot of stress on the pickup screws and the springs, which should do fine. I'll put some foam in there and we'll be cool. Awesome. Don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but see, doing this, just taking the finish off and seeing what lies underneath. Well, in this case I do know what lies underneath, so just getting that rounded off again. It's very, very relaxing, and it gives me a good buzz just to do this. You know, take it nice and easy. Look at that pink of the red oak coming through. It's just beautiful. And then I'll just do a little bit on the side there. I'm sanding the binding as well, because I can easily go over that with like 1500, 3000, 5000 grit, you know. Just polish that up. Did you hear that? Anyway. Just go across and just take that off. There you go. Yeah, so as you can see, I actually went ahead and just took this down to 120, 320, then 400 grit. The front here, see I've taken the ring off of the motif here, and here it is here. It goes on there like so. So that's staying off for the time being. I'll rework that. And actually this is turning into a whole new refinish. It was really easy because I did finish this one and I primed it with shellac and then used tung oil over the top of it after scuffing. And that's easy to bring down. It's very hard. I mean, I played the crap out of this and it didn't get scratched or anything. But it's good to come off. It's relatively easy to take out. It took me about 2 hours to get it to this. Not bad at all. And as you can see, like I said, I put a belly carve in there. I didn't have one before. And of course I went right down to the oak, which was kind of pinkish white. So I put a little ebony stain on there just to bring out the grain and match it to the rest of the body. Now what I'm going to do, I've got either one of two options here. I can go over it with a really thinned down ebony stain, which I think I'm going to do, or just leave it and prime it with shellac right now. So I think I'm going to get a watered down mix of ebony stain going, and we'll go over it with that. Awesome. So I got some pure ebony stain in here. I'm just going to 50-50 thin that down, Sorry, yeah, that's about right. With mineral spirits. Actually, I'm going to make it a little thinner than that. So this is like 66.666 repeater, 33.333 repeater. 1/3 to 2/3. Right. I'll just use this little pipette, or pipette as they say here. And just blend that in. Okay, get rid of that pipette there, and I'm going to go ahead and slather that on, see what happens. Okay, here we go. I have my silicone gloves on. These are really good, cheap as well. Silicone gloves. I'm going to put a pre-soaked cloth. I soaked this cloth in mineral spirits and let it dry a bit, and I'm dipping it in there, and I'm just going to go like that. Just going to go over it like that. Ebony, of course, it brings out the grain. And of course I did take a lot of the sanding sealer off. And I'm just going down this poplar strip as well. Poplar doesn't dye very well, stain or dye very well. That's okay. I might sand it out. I don't know. Actually, that's looking pretty good. Oh, there's some nice, interesting grain pattern going in there. I think I'll keep it. I think I will keep that. Yeah, so let's just bluter some more on there. Let's go around the edges, shall we? Yes. I like that. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun doing that. Alright, on with the rest. So that's all the sides done, everything like that needs to be done. Oh, a little bit missing there. No, that's okay. Let's fix that. Just a little bit missing there. Sorry about that, folks. Bury that in there. That's good. Okay. So we're done. All I need to do now is I'm going to go over it again with this dry cloth, and this doesn't look it, but it's clean. If any black comes up, I know it still needs to dry. So there's nothing coming out of there now. And if there isn't anything coming out of there now, then guess what you do? You wait some more. Yes, indeed. Before you prime it. You don't want to seal in moisture. Although this stain is oil based, you know, just want to be more safe than sorry. And yeah, there's hardly anything there, so this is all dry. Really, kinda. I'll go around the edges there. There we go. Pretty sure this is all dry, that's why I'm not holding it in the vise right now. Again. Yeah. Nothing there. Alright. Okay. This is going to be ready to prime with shellac in about half an hour. So, you want to come outside? Watch me shellac? Well, if it's not good outside, then I won't bother filming it. And we'll just wait. But I might do. You never know. Tweet, 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 tweet. Lovely birdies. Remember, we're just sealing this, so it doesn't need to be really awesome. But the more awesome you can get it, the easier your sanding's going to be at the end. And scraping the bindings and stuff like that, you know. that on there. Actually, it's fine. Alright. No grit, no grime. Looks good. Okay. Okay, first coat of shellac. I'll let that flash. I'll give it another coat, and in this heat, that'll be within about 10 minutes, and we'll get to it. Brilliant. Hey folks, okay, little sneak preview of what's going to be going on sale soon in my store. These are 3 in-stock bases. You'll recognise this one because I've just finished it, but I'll finish off the video on it right after I show you these. Okay, this on the left here is the Gazzbass Scarab Series 2 Standard. So this is a standard Series 2. The body wood is sapele with a maple neck. You can either have a maple neck or a rosewood neck with mother of pearl inlays, and 3-band equalization active circuit with again pickup balance and volume, master volume, series parallel switches for the pickups, which are dual coil soap bar pickups, and we have a hip shot high mass kick-ass bridge here. This one is serial number 2. Serial number 2. Gazzbass Scarab Series 1. This was the first production prototype, which as you've been watching, I've renovated. It's beautiful. The body wood is oak, and this sapele is 1 3/4 inches thick. The oak is 1.5 inches thick because it's heavier wood. It has binding on it, the only Scarab to have binding on it. I put a belly carve into it as well because it didn't have one. I put one in there. I swapped out the pickups for Seymour Duncan Musicman style double humbuckers, noise cancelling double humbuckers. Vintage Musicman style bridge, and the same circuitry. Well, it's a different Scarab circuit, but the same 3-band equalization, bass, middle, treble, pickup blend and volume, and series parallel on the pickups. This one here is the Gazzbass Scarab Series 2 Pro. So that's the standard, this is the Pro. The Pro differs from the standard in as much as it has 22 frets and an LED fingerboard. The standard has 21 frets, okay, as does the Series 1 standard. So we have this body again is sapele. I use sapele for all my Scarab Series 2 unless otherwise requested. This again has the same dual coil soap bar pickups, but a different circuit from the Series 2 standards, just a little bit enhanced, but the same controls, bass, middle, treble, pickup blend, volume. Of course we've got LED brightness controls on this one, you know, and the LED switch here, and of course series parallel for each pickup, and a black high mass hip shot kick-ass bridge. So there we have it. Just thought I'd give you a little rundown of the bases. I'll just poke that up there to see the headstocks. There you go. There you go. That's the headstocks. Okay. The string trees actually differ as well, but I'll put them up for sale and you can see the complete specifications. Awesome. Cheers. assembled. Yes, I thought I would skip out the flat sanding and polishing and everything like that during this refurbishment. You've seen videos on that before. I'm going to probably do a much more detailed video on the whole process anyway at some point. So it's reassembled. The finish looks beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, very nice. Let's put some lights on here. There you go. Right, and what we're going to do now is we're going to plug it in, and I did a setup on it, not plugged in, just did the setup, basic setup, and let's see if everything works correctly. So I'll plug it in, and now I will switch on my crap bass amp. Yes, indeed. And not a sound. Is it working? Volume's up max. Yes, of course it's working. Love the sound of the Series 1. I really do. It's very chunky. Let's put both pickups on now. And front pickup, or neck pickup. Very chunky indeed. Now I'll blend the pickups. Yep. Both in series. Whoa. And that's only, the bass is only half up on this. Let's switch the front one to parallel. Cool. Back pickup only. Series. Parallel. So everything's working good. Working fine. Everything's good. Just love the look of that vintage bridge. The Seymours are awesome pickups. I mean, in this prototype production, this is a prototype production model serial number 2, second one. Prototype production. It's the only one that has binding around the side there. On the front. The rear doesn't have binding. Let me just unplug this and show you the rear. It's the rear of the bass, and my fingerprints are all over it still. Not to worry. So there you go. That's the rear. Battery compartment, cavity cover, and there you go. Nice. Of course the sides are darker stained, which was intentional, of course. Gives nice contrast. It's a nice looking bass, it really is. And standard vintage tuners on the headstock there, as you can see, and with the standard string tree right there. So nice. So I think the only thing left now is to have a play at it through the crap bass amp, and then we'll play at it through the desk. See the difference. Yep, okay, awesome. Brilliant. Well, I think I'll make a separate video of the Scarab, Gazzbass Scarab Series 1, a production prototype, play at. Give it the attention it deserves. Make a little separate video, probably coming up later today or tomorrow. But that's all the time we have for this little on the bench episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and this little beauty is going to be up for sale pretty soon for the holiday season. So anyone wants to pick it up, I'll be posting links where you can make inquiries and actually purchase the thing. Well, hope you enjoyed that, and see you next time on another Luthier's Lair. As always, stay safe, be good, and catch you guys later. Thanks folks, bye bye. Folks, thanks again for watching. If you like what I do here and you find some value in what I do, click the subscribe button below, click the bell so you're notified anytime I make a new upload, and if you're feeling generous, you can PayPal me in the link below in the description section. That would help me tremendously keep doing what I'm doing and also producing this content for you. Once again, many thanks, I appreciate it. Bye bye.